One day, Jesus returned to the town of Capernaum, and as soon as people heard he was there, a huge crowd gathered in the house where he was staying. Everyone wanted to see Jesus, some to hear his teachings and others hoping for a miracle. The house quickly filled up with people, so much so that no one could get inside, not even through the door. In that same town lived a man who was paralyzed. He couldn't walk or move by himself and spent his days lying on a mat. But this man had something special: 4 caring friends. These friends had heard about Jesus' miracles and believed that if they could just get their paralyzed friend to him, Jesus could heal him. So, with hope and determination, the friends lifted the man onto his mat and carried him through the crowded streets toward the house where Jesus was. But when they arrived, the house was so packed they couldn't even get close. Most people would have turned back, but not these friends. They weren't about to give up. They were determined to help their friend, no matter what. As they looked around, they noticed the stairs leading to the roof. That's when they came up with a bold plan. They climbed up the stairs, carrying their paralyzed friend with them. Once they were on the roof, they began to break away the tiles. Bit by bit, they made a hole big enough to lower their friend down into the house. The crowd inside must have been surprised as dust and pieces of the roof fell down, but the friends didn't stop. They gently lowered their friend right in front of Jesus. Everyone was silent, waiting to see what would happen next. Jesus looked at the paralyzed man and saw something powerful: faith. He saw the faith of the man and his friends, who had gone to such lengths to reach him. Jesus smiled and said something unexpected: "Son, your sins are forgiven." Some religious leaders in the crowd were shocked by what Jesus said. They began whispering to each other, "Who does he think he is? Only God can forgive sins." But Jesus knew what they were thinking. He turned to them and asked, "Why are you thinking this? Which is easier, to say your sins are forgiven or to say, 'Get up and walk'?" Then, to show everyone that he had the power to forgive sins, Jesus looked back at the paralyzed man and said, "I tell you, get up, take your mat, and go home." In that moment, something incredible happened. The paralyzed man felt strength return to his body. His legs, which had been weak and useless for so long, were now strong and steady. Without hesitation, the man stood up, picked up his mat, and walked out of the house in front of everyone. The crowd was amazed. They had never seen anything like it before and began praising God for the miracle they had witnessed. This story isn't just about physical healing. It's also about the power of faith and friendship. Jesus showed that he has the authority to forgive sins and the ability to work miracles when we believe in him. No obstacle is too big when faith is strong and friends are by your side.